Hello and welcome to a brand new preview episode for Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with Micah.
Hey.
Terrence.
What's up?
And Rob.
Hello.
All right, so we are back with preview episode for episode 52, which will be Belly for some fucking reason. The Hood classic. Terrence, I believe you are very excited about this movie?
Yes. I guess. I don't fucking know.
No?
Was I?
I feel like
Maybe.
you were. I feel like you wanted
Well,
this.
being the token black man at the blackest at this table, I
yeah.
guess so.
All right.
All right.
But yeah, so we are going to take on the 1999 film of sorts with starring Nas and DMX. So here is the trailer.
Outside, the more blood flows. When I plug holes with the snub nose, gun blows, bullets whistle, wouldn't issue, hit you all up in your mouth like you tried to kiss you. Drama, it's right here. How much you need? Beat you down with the gas. See how much you bleed, how much you bleed for your life. You was a killer, and all the bitches coming about that ass. You feel it, getting realer. You got dough, everybody got dough. So what you gonna do with dough? We dogs, you dog for life, ride or die. Dogs feel paid to love.
Okay, so now we're back. And our random 15-minute topic this week is going to be on, I guess, what is this, like racial Stockholm Syndrome?
Yeah, racial celebrity, black celebrity Stockholm Syndrome.
Okay.
In that, this is my personal little theory on looking at people like Morgan Freeman, Charles Barkley, fucking Cosby, Carson, all these asshats that basically, for no better term, are race traders.
Yeah.
They basically come out.
Race trader is such an
Seriously.
old school fucking term. I love it.
Didn't Morgan Freeman fuck his granddaughter or something like that?
He's married to her, actually, I believe.
Oh.
His step-granddaughter, yeah.
Fuck you, nigga.
He's keeping it in the family.
Look, he's got to keep that pure blood alive.
Wow.
Wait, no.
Yes.
This is a thing?
Yes.
Like, this is actually...
He's married to, or he's at least long-term with, his step-granddaughter. He was married to a woman, and they, she had a granddaughter, like, before they got together. And then he got divorced with that woman, and then he hooked up with the granddaughter, and they're still together.
Yep.
That's
I
fucking
forget.
disgusting.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Before you continue on how awful Morgan Freeman is, the 15-minute clock is up. Continue.
I don't want to talk about this nigga anymore.
Yeah. Burn the studio to the
I don't
ground.
have anything else to say because that's gross.
Can you believe that? Like, how did he get away with that?
Well, it's technically
I was in
legal.
glory. Like,
It's not incest.
technically it's not. I feel like if you have to put the word technically in front of incest, then you still have a serious fucking problem.
Yeah. But anyway, so
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
what
Rape laws.
I was getting at is that you see these black celebrities come out basically against black people. Like Charles Barkley is so right wing, and the nonsense he's saying.
He's been right wing for a long time.
Yeah, he's been doing this for a while. And his most recent nonsense with, I don't know if slavery was that bad. Like you,
He's like, I don't know much about slavery because I haven't read about it. You're an idiot.
Look, I need. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Because I can't. There's nothing to say to that. Like, you should know that slavery wasn't that good.
Well,
It kind of sucked.
I mean, one of my biggest things with Charles Barkley is, or any athlete, right? Why do I give any credence to a person who literally made their career off of playing a child's game? He did. That's what. Look, basketball is fine. I don't have a problem with basketball. I don't have a problem with basketball players on a professional level, but it's a game kids play. So why would I assume like you're somehow intelligent.
Because that's what a lot of people do. You know that.
Yeah.
All these celebrities that
money
don't-
equals smart. No, it doesn't.
Actors come out telling us things about politics, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, look, there are very few celebrities who I'm like, oh, you know what? I kind of want to hear what their point of view is. Most of them, no, shut the fuck up. Put the ball in the hoop, throw it downfield, or act in a movie and blow shit up. That's it. I don't give a shit about your political views at all. And Charles Barkley, no.
First of all, he's retarded. Second of all, he's a criminal.
Terrence, that's terrible.
Is he a criminal? What's he a criminal?
He's been arrested for beating people up. He threw some dude out of a fucking plate glass window back in like 1998.
Oh,
Like
right.
he's a fucking criminal. So when he said that thing about black people were when he was in school, they would get on you about being smart. He was one of the dumb motherfuckers talking about, hey, you're smart, shut the fuck up. Because he was throwing people through windows and shit. He's a fucking dummy.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing.
Nothing he says should matter to anyone.
So what about Morgan Freeman and his talking about how he made it, anybody can make it.
He's got
black people have no excuse because he made it.
He's got a great voice and he's a good actor.
Is he?
Yeah, I mean,
come on
Yes,
now.
he's a good actor.
He's not a great actor. He's a good actor.
I think he's a good actor. I wouldn't say great, but I mean, that being said,
He has an interesting face, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that
That's
means,
true.
interesting face is code for ugly.
that's my wife's code for ugly. Not all the time though, but
love how-
99% of the time.
I love
it's
how much
good.
he doesn't give a fucking movies anymore. Did you see him in Red? He was the one old person that didn't do shit.
I didn't see Red because it's a bunch of old people pretending to be action stars. I wasn't seeing it.
All the old people did shit except for him, and then he died.
Oh, well.
Oh, good, good.
It's ridiculous.
And maybe in whatever hell he burns in, someone talks to him about fucking his granddaughter.
But basically,
How
what
that's not
I
okay.
wanted to get at is why do they come up with these opinions as if they never went through anything in their entire lives all of a sudden?
You know, it's funny. Well, I think part of it is because the further you get away from something, the odder your perspective is, right? It's just like, oh well, black people aren't being harassed. I mean, I go to Hollywood parties, no one harasses me. Yeah, well, there's like the rest of the population that actually has to deal with the regular shit, and I feel like they just forget.
And my point was that, I mean, adding to that is that they're working with and for all the people that are in control and in charge, aka all the white people. So working in that industry and society and lifestyle for so long, they begin to sympathize for their captors.
Well, I don't know if I would even say sympathize as much as I would just say they don't empathize with people who are just not in their situation, right? Like, I don't think it's like, yay, white folks. I think it's just like, black folks, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm balling. And
Right.
nobody's stopping me from balling. So it's kind of fucked up. But I feel like it's sort of a natural thing that would happen to somebody who is constantly told or is constantly shown how the world is great for them. I mean, he's hanging out with Christian Bale and fucking Batman. What the fuck does he know about getting choked out in Long Island? What does he know about it? Like, at that point,
See,
he literally has no idea.
I can't agree with that because the dude is like 70 years old. Right. He should fucking know
No,
better.
I agree he should know better, but I'm saying, but how long has Morgan Freeman been an actor?
He's been doing shit since the 70s at the very least.
Right. That's a long
That's like
fucking
40 years.
Right, that's a long time to be ingratiated with people telling you you're the shit.
And not being exposed to any other harshness of reality.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it pisses me off.
At that age, you were like 30 something years old.
Right.
Or 40 something years old.
He's
when you
also
made it.
super
So
famous.
You had 40 years of fucking bullshit before you finally made it to where you are now. So you just forget what the fuck you did 40. You were black in the 1960s, dude.
Here's the
and
thing.
you were pretty old.
A cop's
then.
not going to stop him and treat him like random black guy. A cop's going to stop him and say, oh, it's Morgan Freeman. And the end.
Yeah, you were driving Miss Daisy around.
So
Like,
Yeah, he was driving Miss Daisy. Exactly.
he's not exposed to any of that shit.
I find it weird. Yeah, I mean, Bill Cosby is another one. Like, pull your pants up. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, stop raping women, bitch.
I saw someone refer to him as Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah. Dude, that shit had me rolling. That was very
And
funny.
that's what I'm writing every single time now.
Yeah, shout out to Rod from the black guy who tips.
Oh,
He
that was
called him-
Rod?
Yeah, I called him Bill
That
Cosby.
was
Bill Cosby. That dude, man.
But I mean, look at him. Even before all of the rape allegations hit the mainstream, right? They've been there for years. But before they hit the mainstream, he was talking about how black people need to pull their pants up. They need to do X, Y, and Z to not get harassed, and how to get over racism or being treated poorly and stuff like that. But Bill Cosby, look, Morgan Freeman was never like a big quote unquote civil rights type of character, but Bill Cosby fucking was. Like talking about how black people being treated and black kids aren't getting educated at the same rate as white kids and all this stuff. But then it turns out that years later, he's like, no, he became old and black. And he was just like, fuck all that. It's time for you guys to get it together because once again, I made it. So why can't you make it?
And I hate that shit because then all the racist assholes like, hey, look at this black guy that agrees with me.
Sure.
And they specifically get those guys. Like all the networks just turn into Fox News when they start talking shit.
Yes, they all do
Like
it.
all of them do. I'm like, wow. So this one black guy agrees with all of you. So you just throw him on your station. That's cool. All right, that's
Right.
fine.
And then
Makes sense.
people like a certain someone that we know pulls up like, hey, look at this black guy that agrees with me, and we're all like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, fuck you, Pete.
He's never gonna watch this, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Just like say his last
it's
name.
ridiculous because you get them, but then you get these motherfuckers, and then you get somebody that's reasonable,
Right.
and you just let them go at it. Like,
Well, I mean, and that's the thing is, look, there was a great video of two young black, politically minded people on MSNBC or something like that, and one was conservative and one was liberal, and we've all seen this video. And the woman who was conservative said, "Oh, I need." That shit made me so angry. She was like, "See, all black people don't need to agree with me. They can think different things." And the liberal guy, Elon James, said, "Yeah, you're right. They don't have to agree with you, but you're wrong." Like just like or whatever his line was, but he was right. Like
Yeah.
she was fucking wrong, but she was so steeped in like, no, it's black people's fault. It's black people's fault because that ingratiates her to whether it's I can't just say white America because I don't think that's fair, but conservative America, right?
And she's eating up that line of everyone can have an opinion. That's not true of everything.
No, everyone can have an opinion.
You can have an opinion, but that doesn't mean that
They're valid.
It doesn't need to be respected whatsoever.
No. I had a conversation with someone a couple days ago, and it's like, let's agree to disagree. And it's like, no, fuck you. Like, look, I don't. All opinions are valid. No, they're not.
Nope.
If I said, hey, in the morning the sun rises, that and I was like, and it's beautiful. That's an opinion. And if someone says to that same topic, if someone's like, dogs can fly, that's not a valid opinion. It's dumb. You're just saying shit.
Yep.
So to say like all black people are murderers, that's not an opinion I have to respect. And I feel like a lot of times these quote unquote voices of the black community that are more going the opposite way than most people feel like their opinion is valid just because they have it. No, your opinion exists because you have it. It doesn't mean it's valid. So
Right.
Charles Barkley, I don't give a fuck what Charles Barkley has to say about anything.
Eat all the dicks, bitch.
Now, is there any part of what Charles Barkley said, or that Bill Cosby says, or that Morgan Freeman says that you find true? I mean, there are parts of it where I go, yeah, I can see that point, but overall, I don't agree with it because then they say some terrible froggy shit after that.
I don't know. I just I see the ridiculous shit, and then I don't pay attention to anything else they say because I don't think they're worth my time at that point.
That's fair. Terrence?
What Charles Barkley said was ridiculous, but to his defense, there is a section of black folk that do think that way. Like, it's just true.
Yeah, I don't like...
Unfortunately, what he said is bullshit, but there is a section. So
Right, like I don't like when people...
disagree completely with what he said.
Right.
You can disagree with what he said,
Right.
but just because there are other stupid people doesn't mean you don't totally disagree with it.
Right.
I mean, they're still wrong. They're 100% wrong.
The majority of what he said is incorrect, but there are portions of what he said that
like what?
Kind of true. Like what he said.
I didn't see all of it. I just saw the slavery thing. It was like click.
Oh, that shit. I'm talking about what he said before that. He was talking about there are some people that when I went to school, there were people that were like, you smart and you talk white and all this other bullshit. I'm like, okay,
that's true.
I mean, that's basically the only thing that I agreed with him on.
Right. And
slightly.
Right. Okay. But the thing is, and look, I see people going, well, that's not true at all. I'm like, slow down.
It is.
It is true. However, it's not a black thing. It's an uneducated poor thing, right? Because there are plenty of fucking dumb rednecks that are like, I don't do no school. like fucking.
I don't do that reading.
Yeah, reading and writing. Fuck that shit. Because they're dumb and they're uneducated. It has nothing to do with like, oh, well, part of their DNA says that their skin color is this, which means that all this other extra shit exists. Like, no, it's not. It's if you take intelligent people and you say, is being smart or going to school important to you? Yeah, they go, yeah, it's important. If you take a bunch of uneducated people, there's going to be a section of those people, not all, but there's going to be a section of those people, and it may only be 2% that are going to be like, it's not that big of a deal because where I come from, I need to sell drugs to make it. I need to do X, Y, and Z. I'm trying to get this record contract.
Or I need to beat this Bible around and convince people. Right. And I see a lot of the proud to be ignorant stuff. I see that in a lot of conservative think where they don't want, they're proud to not learn because people are elitist if they go to school, if they learn.
I've never
shit
understood.
That's not, I don't. It's madness.
I don't even get it.
And what I really hate is that it's coming from a lot of politicians who went to college and have these ridiculous degrees.
Well, it's to their benefit.
Yeah.
The dumber the people are, the easier they are to control.
Just like
I don't want you to go to school. Fuck that. I went to school where all the smart people go. You stay dumb and keep sending your money to me.
Like the Catholic Church when they first got their start with
every day
reading the Bible and telling people what it says in the Bible to all the idiots that don't know how to read and controlling them with that nonsense.
Yeah.
So I mean,
or still today.
Oh, yeah.
One day we got to find something on the black church, and then
we do. I've got stories.
Your stories are fucking insane, and I can't wait to share them. Somebody told me yesterday that we should extend this. The preview episode to an hour. I was like, look, man, one, we can't be podcasting like 97 hours a day. Two, they were like, look, the world deserves to be force fed these opinions, just like Fox News, which I thought was funny. But yeah, look, I think that we only have just about 30 seconds left, but I do think that there is an industry of conservative black folks who are paid a lot of money to come on and tell Fox News and CNN or whoever else that black people ain't shit.
Yeah.
I think, look, if I had no moral compass and I have just a sliver of a moral compass, I would fucking sell out and be one of those guys. I would in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, I'd be like, oh, okay. Oh, timer. But I would just be like, yeah, black people ain't shit. Send me my check. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Yeah, Charles Barkley's right. Now dribble this basketball and dunk on him. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Do you think that's true in Charles Barkley's case?
I think
he's just an idiot.
Yes, I think both of those things are true.
Yeah,
I think he likes the level of exposure that he gets because people want to hear what his dumbass has to say for some fucking reason. And two, I think
I truly don't understand that.
I don't get it either. But again, we have a moral compass. Even if it's just a sliver of a moral compass, we have one. All right, that is it for us this week. Make sure you go to blackonblackcinema.com, iTunes, Stitcher Radio. You can listen to the show. And, of course, you can watch this on YouTube and make sure that you subscribe there as well. We have our previous episodes up. Look forward to next week when we deal with Belly. Some fucking... Yeah. All right. Later, guys.
Adios.